morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm just getting the chat and everything up. I've got a million tabs open. Let me close them all. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Right, good morning, Goldish. You know what we're going to do this morning? We're going to have a look at the Asda website, because I'm going to Asda this morning, well, this afternoon. I'm getting Sophie and we're going down, we're getting the baby, the grandbaby and Amanda, and we're going to Asda. So no doubt we'll be looking at the baby clothes. So let's have a look at the baby clothes this morning. Let's have a look and see what Granny's going to buy. Look, I couldn't have gone to Asda and not get something. I mean, what kind of granny would I be after? Some of this stuff's lovely. I'm looking for their Easter range. They got an Easter range. Sky, good morning. Good morning, Miss Sky. Good morning. We're going to be looking at baby clothes today. I'm having a wee look at it. Oh my, green dinosaur slippers. I mean, what's not to love about that? Oh my goodness. Right, we're going to have a look at all of this stuff. I'm just having a wee look, a wee peek. I'm liking the whole, there's a whole Lion King range. That might be the range I'm wanting, because I can imagine him like that. I can imagine him dressed as Simba and his daddy holding him up like that at Pride Rock. And Amanda going, you watch, you don't drop that, Wayne. You'll be like that, holding the child aloft. To the whole of Scotland. This is the child. I can imagine it in this. So we're going to have a look. We're going to have a right good look. I'll wait for a few more minutes in case anybody else comes in, so I can say good morning to them. Kathy, good morning. Are you also in La France? My beautiful skies in La France. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Linda. J'habite à Cumbernauld en Écosse. I think that's how I say it. Oh my god. Oh, the vintage. See, Sky, you're beautiful in the vintage stuff. You're beautiful in the vintage gear. So I'll be excited again today. I've done my nails. I've done them like this today. So that one's a bit squinty looking, isn't it? It's a bit squinty, it doesn't matter. I'll file it into the right position. I'll file it into the right position. Oh, another jewellery company's reached out to me and asked, would I like to do an unboxing? I said yes, I would like to do an unboxing, thank you very much. So I'm just waiting on their reply to see what I can choose. No doubt it'll be another ring. Right, let's get on to this. George is Asda's clothing department, if you like. Right, we need to turn these around, because we need to do some looking here. Hold on here. Yes. Oh my goodness. Right, I've got these here. Let's have a look at what Granny's going to get today. See, and their stuff's really goodly priced. Well priced. Goodly priced. I'm starting to sound like Donald Trump a bit. Oh my goodness, look at all these. What is this? Oh, that's bibs. Terry towel and bibs. They're funny looking bibs. Aren't they? How do they work? I've never seen a bib like that in my life. Has anybody else seen a bib like that in their life? How does that work? What did they do with that? We need to investigate this. I mean, I know. Is there a baby with the bib on? No, there's not a baby with a bib on. How the hell does that work? I don't know. I might have to get that just so we can test it on him. Right. Look, there's a Jungle Book. 2-pack of pyjamas, £6.80. I mean, you can't beat that. Two pairs of pyjamas. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm swaying at now. I'm swaying at this here. Let me see. Oh my God! Yeah, look, there's mummy's little cub, and then there's Simba there, and then daddy and Simba, and then that'll be me. I'll be the big fat warthog, right? That's me. That's your granny's son right there, the big fat warthog. That's me. That's what I am, and I do fart, so it's fitting. It's fitting. I like the looks of them. I do like the looks of them. Let's have a look. The little cub, I've seen that. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, Daddy makes me smile. Oh, see, I better find these now because I'm really... Look, there's Granny. Upside down as usual. Granny's down. Granny's down. Granny's lying in her back with her legs up in there. So what's new, guys? Eh? What's new? There we are. What time's it? How long have I been on? 6 minutes. Got her talk. Granny's on her back again. Oh my goodness. Right, so I think I'm going to be getting them. Look at the dinosaur slippers, for goodness sake. £4. Look at the... Now... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I'll need to be getting them the slippers as well, I think. Look, we're only on page 1. We're only... Look, calm down, Granny. Right, okay, let's look. Oh, dinosaurs. Let's have a look. Oh, there's Mickey Mouse and stuff. I do like Mickey Mouse. Let's have a look. Ooh, that's a smiley alligator. The smiley alligator right there. Let's have a look down here. Ah, Nemo stuff. I mean, look, 6 t-shirts for £12. Look at that elephant. That's like my drawing. Here, somebody's trying to rip off my drawing techniques. Yeah, that looks as if it's straight from my hand, that elephant, isn't it? I do like that elephant. No, it's got character. I like an elephant with character. Dungarees now. We guys need a set of dungarees, really, don't they? If we're going to be thinking about going out to chop wood. Oh, look at them. Yellow safari print tops. That's kind of spring-like, isn't it? Oh, shorts. Rainbow and bumblebee shorts. I mean, my God, look at all that stuff. Oh, Batman. Bad boy. Good morning, Pip. I see it's Sky said you're in. Look what we're getting, Pip. I'm going to get them. Wait till I show you. Everybody makes an appearance on these. I'm going to get them these today. Because we're going to Asda. Look. Mummy's little cub, right? And we go on. Beautiful. Look there. Mummy's little cub. And then there's that. And Daddy makes me smile, Pip. Right, you ready for this, Pip? Look, there's Granny. There's Granny lying on her back. Again. No table on top of her this time, but there's Granny, big fat Pumbaa. I don't mind being big fat Pumbaa. That's okay for grannies. That's a compliment. Where were we? Oh, for goodness. I mean, dungarees. A wee guy needs it. Pip, I know. I mean, I know, and Granny was on her back with her legs up in there again. Do you know what I mean? Typical Granny. Ooh, that's got cars and helicopters in case he wants to go and drive some kind of dangerous vehicle. In his spare time, let's have a look. Sleep suits, pack of 3. Where are we? Oh, there he might. What's my Pip saying? What's happened to my beautiful Pip? What's happened to my Pip? Is my Pip okay? Ah, Pip, we know that you're very, very busy. Oh, he's eating all the time. This is the same as our wee fella, he's eating. But there you go, that's a good outfit for him in case he wants to go and drive some aeroplanes or something like that, or drive a car. Remember, I had a dream that I was letting him drive the car. Let's see, we're on page 2. Oh, that's just new in. That's just new in. That's the spring range then. That's the spring range. Right, hold on a minute. You'll see how slow my computer is. Right, we'll just look for baby now. What do we want here? What's it? Trousers and shorts, sleep suits, pyjamas, rompers, all-in-ones, cardigans. Let's have a look at the cardigans. I do like a child in a cardigan. See, our wee fella's no fitting in some of this. Oh, look at that. That's a chunky one. Isn't it? That'll keep him warm. Look at that. That's lovely. I like that. If you hear the snowing, it's Mr. Mikey. Mr. Mikey snowing. I like that. Oh, I like him in a hoodie as well. A nice. Oh, I like that one, the charcoal one. Have they got? It's got ears. They've all got ears, which is good. What one do I like the best? The navy or the grey? I'm not sure. I'll need to see them up against them. What's this got on it? What is this on it? Is this a car or something on this? Let's see. It's a tractor. It's a tractor. Here, you might need that if we're going to get them to go out and dig in the fields. Go and dig in the fields with your tractor outfit on. Go into... Is that matching... There's matching joggers with it. Oh yeah, that looks... They look good. I'm liking them. I'm liking the farming guy. I'm liking that. The farming boy. I'm definitely getting him these Simba things though, because Granny on her back, that's adorable. Listen, they'll be saying to people, that's my granny, and people will be going, oh, don't say that about your granny. But little did they know that the granny gave him permission to call her Pumbaa if he should want to. Pumbaa's a lovable character. I mean, let's face it. Like, Pumbaa's big and chunky like myself, but everybody wanted to cuddle Pumbaa. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else there is. Baby boys sleep sets. We don't need that. Like jumpers and cardigans, coats and pyjamas. Just outfits. Let's just look for outfits. Oh my, oh for goodness sakes. Hey, look. Oh, there's another jungle theme. Ah. Oh, I like that one. Look, there's the Mr. Men. I quite like that as well, the Mr. Men. Nice and colourful for springtime. It's going to be a springtime boy. But I like Dumbo as well. I like Dumbo. What is that? Black. I thought it was feathers. It's just black mark dungarees. But there's the Mickey Mouse dungarees. They look quite good. Oh, I like that as well, that one. Oh. Oh, look at that. I think that's a winner. Look at that one. I like the look of this. Oh. Isn't that beautiful? I like that one. And it's got just the wee t-shirts. You can mix and match. Look. And it's wee buttons or ears. That's adorable. I love that. Right, so that's 2 things. Right, I'll get another thing and then that'll be me done. dinosaurs. See, his mum's got him some dinosaur stuff, so I don't know what he's got and what he's not got. Ah, they're nice. But they've got all the wee football tops in. That's good. I don't see a Glasgow Celtic one though. If there is a Glasgow Celtic one, it's going straight in the bag. Straight in the bag. I doubt it though. That's good though, isn't it? £12 if your wee fella supports any of these teams. £12. That's really, really good. Right, I think that's all there is there. Right, well, I'm getting the things anyway. I might get the Mr. Man outfit as well. I might just get the Mr. Man outfit too. But the Lion King one with the granny on the back, that's going in the basket, that. I know. Oh, but Pip, just think he's got all the outfits to grow in. Our wee fella's like, see the wee NASA t-shirt I got him? It's too small. Too small, the NASA t-shirt. Too small for him. He's a wee chunk. So it'll be 6 months he'll be buying the day. So that's just me. So there's me, Sophie and Amanda. I don't know if our man's coming with us or not. We'll see. But I do like the Simba ones, the Lion King ones, so we can hoist them up and go and proudly present them to the world on Pride Rock. Like that. We could do that. And then Mr. Men, I like that. It's a wee bit edgy. It's a wee bit. So I might get him the Mr. Man. What was the other one? Oh, the wee dongaree thing. I liked that. So I think I'll get him the 3 things. I think I'll get him them. Unless I see something else, which is quite possible. I'll just go in the opposite direction and get something. I tell you, yesterday when I was in Asda before I went down to Amanda's, I was tempted to put a bloody baby tunnel in my shopping trolley. No, he's only 2 weeks old. He's not going to be needing a baby tunnel for a while. So that's what I was doing yesterday. I resisted the urge. I resisted the urge. So I just bought Amanda some cereal and stuff like that instead. Oh, hot flush. Oh, Pat. But that's good, you and your sister can go shopping. It's dangerous that, isn't it? It's dangerous the 3 of us going shopping. We'll put half the bloody shop. I want to take control of the pram. I've took dibs on it. I'm going to be pramming them about the place, like checking you out with the pram. And there's actually a baby in it, believe it or not. There's a baby in this pram. If Sophie wants a shot, Sophie can get a shot too. But we'll all be fighting her who's pushing him. I want to push him next. Who's pushing him? Imagine me around that. Like that. No, I'll refrain until he's a bit bigger and then I'll do that kind of stuff. Race cars, we'll call it. We'll call it race car driving and Asda. Up and down the aisles. I'll get barred for Asda. Don't you come back. You're a bad influence, you. Yeah, it's been the same here, Pip. Although Amanda did manage to take him out. I think it was Sunday she took him out. It was cold, but it was nice and sunny weather, so they took him away walking his pram to a park. Obviously, he's too wee to be taken out or anything like that, but just a wee walk there and back. But when he comes up here, I'll be taking him a walk along because at the end of my road, it's a dead end down there. So we'll just be walking up and then turning around and then coming back. So that'll be a good wee walk for me. Can't believe I've said that word a few times and they haven't even perked up. Because that's the W word. It's like the C word. You're not allowed to, the C word in this house is C-A-T-S, not the other C word. Narelle, good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah, so that's what's going to be happening in my day today. Oh, did the pip. See, everybody's desperate to see the wee fella, and to see how you are as well. I mean, we can't help it. See, as soon as you see kids, you're like, oh, we just gravitate towards them, don't we? Oh, let me see the wee baby. Even people, strangers with their babies, I'm like, oh, look at them. Wait, just your baba. Oh my goodness. But before I was always like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be a granny. But no, I am actually. I can wear that badge now. I can wear that badge. So she gave me some washing yesterday, right? And I said to her, do you want me to iron it all for you? She said, no, Mum, it's okay. So I sat and ironed it all for her last night, including her socks. Including her socks and her towels that have been ironed. Because that's what I'm like. Sat there last night and done all that. But tomorrow I've got this electricity guy coming. He might be a looker, I might be onto something here, and it's a Friday night. Do you know what I mean? It's a Friday. It's a day closer to Saturday. Mariel, I'm doing wonderful. Yesterday had a great day. Yesterday, I went down and spent the morning with him, and I couldn't take my eyes off him. You know, and I'm like, he's just so wonderful. I can't get over him. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at him, can't get over him. Can't go over him. So tomorrow I've got an electricity check. I don't know what they're going to be looking in. What's he going to be looking at? Every socket in the house? I don't know what he's want to be looking at. Maybe just my electricity box. I better take everything. Listen, see if you open the cupboard in my bedroom's quite organised, you know what I mean? I've got boxes and stuff, and I know where everything is in my wardrobe, that's ordinary. The one out there's like Monica's and Friends, that you open the door and things fall out on top of you. That's that one, and that's where the electricity box is. Because it's the only cupboard I've got, well, the only real cupboard I've got in the house, that one, and it's not very deep. Oh, Pip, yeah. See, my neighbours are all good. I love my neighbours round here as well. In my old house, there was only a few neighbours that I really liked. And some of them were complete a-holes and made me feel as if I was scum of the earth kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Not good enough. Not good enough. You know, they were all wealthier. Because I'm not going to say wealthy, because the money my mum and dad would have made more money than them, but we didn't flaunt it. See, there was a time my mum was going through cars like nothing on earth. It was like every couple of months she was getting a new car. She had a Toyota once. It was an absolute stotery, a Toyota. It was like a wee sports car. She had that one time. Did you, Pip? So did I. But I'm lucky now, because we're all this. See where I am just now. We all just. It's like a wee community kind of thing. We all kind of. See if MD needed anything, and needed a drive anywhere or that, I would take them in my car, no bother at all. Or if I could help in any way, I would help them. But seeing my old place, it was terrible. You know, and a lot of them were far from perfect people. You know, people shouldn't throw stones at living glass houses, as they say, but I was made to feel rotten, so they told me, one of my neighbours said that our boys wanted to shoot my dogs. And I was going through a bad time at that point. So then I became completely paranoid, because when somebody tells you their sons want to shoot your dogs, I'm starting to think, she's going to put rat poison on a sausage or something, isn't she, and throw it over my fence. The dogs are going to eat it and die. This is what all that was going through my mind. I was becoming very paranoid after that they were going to kill my dogs. Terrible. No, Rel, I'm glad you don't care. See, I was going through a bad time, and I became very paranoid and stuff like that. And I had been stalked for years as an absolute a-hole. That had stalked me for like 3 years, so I was going through a rough point, and that was it. The dogs, because the dogs were barking. Dogs bark. Do you know what I mean? The dogs were like my babies. So I'm glad I'm out of there. I was glad to get away from that place. And the house was haunted as hell. It can ruin your, well, between um, the neighbours in the last house and the postman. I was terrified to answer my door, because see, every single day, regardless if I had a letter or any kind of package, the postman would chat my door every single day, and see if I didn't answer, he would look through the letterbox. I kid you not, and if that wasn't bad enough, he would put like sweeties and stuff like that in tiny matchboxes and post them through my door and stuff for me. The guy was insane. I went to the door one time and he said, "It's going to smell my jacket." And I went, "What?" He went, "Going to smell my jacket." Me being a dafty at the time, right? I had no balls back then. I kind of leaned down as if I was smelling, but I didn't smell in. And I went, "Aye," but, and he went, "Oh, it's just the guys in the work were saying it was stinking." Right, and I was like, "Oh, right, right, okay." And he was going, "Your neighbours will think I fancy you and all that." You know, he was saying all that. And Nariel, and then the kicker was one day he'd said to me, he was dancing at the door like that, and he went, "Oh," he says, "can I use your toilet?" He says, "I'm bursting." Me again, not being able to say no. I says to him, "Aye, in you come, in you come." So he comes in and he's in the toilet for 20 minutes. He's in the toilet 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm thinking the guy's rubbing his wiener out every single thing in that toilet. That toilet will need to be bleached from the top to the bottom. Toothbrushes will need to be put in the bin because they'll be up his ass. Up his ass, the toothbrushes will be. So eventually he comes out the toilet and he said, "So how much was your media package for your telly?" And all that. And he's kind of leaning as and I was just wanting him out the house. I was just trying to get him out the house. Eventually I did get him out the house. And I thought to myself, he could have killed me, he could have murdered me right there and then, and I'm inviting the man into my house. So, needless to say, the bathroom was scrubbed from top to bottom with bleach. Every toothbrush went in the bin, and I went and bought brand new ones. In fact, I bought new toothpaste and everything because I thought he's been spitting in the tooth. Everything was going through my mind at the time. So, Pappy would have, he'd have had every toothbrush because he wouldn't know what one was mine, but, you know, and his wiener would have been rubbed on everywhere. My whole bathroom would have had wiener on it. So, it all got scrubbed. Of course, my mum being my mum, I says to her, "Mum, he was in the toilet. You know what he was doing in there, don't you?" I was going, "Mum, please don't." She's going, "You know what he was doing, right?" And I was thinking she was talking about pleasuring himself or something like that, right? That's what I was thinking. She went, "He'd be looking for knickers." And I went, "What?" And she says, "That's what they kind of people do." I'm going, "What kind of people? What kind of people? What kind of people?" I says, "There's no knickers in the toilet anyway." That was a whole shenanigan. Wonky donkey, good morning to you, good morning. Yes, I'm better. Did you ever? I took it bad. As I say, I mean, Eugenia Cooney, she was going, I had the virus, a bit of a sore throat. So did Sophie, a wee bit of a sore throat. I was dying. Me and Peter are going about this house going, like that. We were just going about the house like that. Pip. Well, I'll tell you, this is a true story, right? And it was a story that I never spoke to my dad for a few days after this true story. And it was, I'll talk kind of in an ASMR voice so he's get the gist of this, right? So my mum had this building site, and it was a Barratt site for, you know, Barratt houses. And they were building in Coatbridge right next to a cemetery. In fact, some of the people's back gardens ended, and right on about a foot, 2 foot away was a headstone, right? So we'd all be thinking, we'd be looking at the headstone and thinking, I'm sure that coffin must be partially in the garden anyway, partially. And there was a big hill where maybe things have slid down, right? So there was this one house in particular that joiners were going into, plumbers were going into, and they were saying that they were hearing strange noises, or doors were closing by themselves and all the rest of it, right? It was this haunted house facing onto this graveyard. So me being about, I was 14 or something at the time, right? So I had an attitude anyway. So my dad came to the site to collect us one day, and I said, Dad, me and see this house. I says, this is the haunted house, Dad. I says, and look, I says, doors were shut, and we get further into the house, and then we get to the back bedroom where the graveyard was just right there, right outside the window. And I said, and this is that. And my dad went and banged the door, and I went, ah, ah, ah. I screamed and I flew out the house and I ran down the hill. My dad was killing himself laughing. My mum was laughing. All the guys in the site were all laughing, and I was like, "Go for girl. Good morning, good morning." Shut it, absolutely. I was trying to act like a big woman, you know. This is where the action happened in this haunted house. He scared the living daylights out of me. They thought it was hilarious. They thought it was hilarious. I flew at that house, flew out it. I thought someone was coming for me. But I mean, some people, it doesn't bother them living like that right next to a graveyard. Some people enjoy it actually. But I don't know if I would enjoy looking out my window and see mourning people every day. That's the thing. It's not so much the dead bodies that would get me, but the poor people that are mourning the loss of a loved one that would get me. God forgive, I'd never spoke to him for 2 days. I sat like that in the car ride home. Never talking to you again. Even when I'm old and I'm married and have children, I'm never going to speak to you again for this. This is unforgivable what you've done to me. It wasn't funny. And as soon as I'd done that, they'd all go and laugh at me again. Because I was a moody teenager anyway, do you know what I mean? I was just looking for an excuse to stop talking to people, you know. There I am again. I'm going to ruin everything now. See, Christmas time, I'm going to ruin it. That's it. Just you keep this in mind. Oh. Yeah, see, this is especially in this particular site, because as I say, some of the graves were on like quite steep hills, right? And we have a lot of rain in Scotland, a lot of rain. So I can only imagine that sometimes things might slip, like coffins might slip down the hill. In fact, sometimes see when the big diggers were digging before they putting in the foundations of houses and stuff like that, you'd see planks of wood and things, and you'd be like, I hope that's no somebody's coffin, because it's... So it was like total poltergeist. See, like poltergeist, total poltergeist. I wouldn't be surprised, right there. But that was the whole. But that, I can't believe my dad done. They still talk about it to this day. It was so hilarious. They still talk about. Remember that time at the graveyard? I can remember it actually, and it's still not funny. It's still not funny. In fact, don't have me not speaking to you again. We're older and stuff like that. Time's precious. Don't have me not talking to you. Go for girl off. Did I close it down? No, I didn't. Go for girl. Wait till you see this. Wait, I need to tell Go for girl the story. This jumpsuit. Wait till you see what I'm going to get today. We're going to Asda today, right? Everybody knows this story. I'm going to Asda today with Amanda and Sophie, and we're going to look at things for the baby. So we were having a wee look at the baby stuff, right? And I've got a wee story for you here, right? I was telling everybody the story, but you don't know it, right? So I'm going to get them this, right? And there's like Mummy's little cup. Isn't that cute? That one's for Amanda. There it is, like. So you can have that. That's for his mummy. And then there's this one. And then this one here. Daddy and me smile. Right, that's for his daddy. Look at that. Right, and the next one's the granny. And there I am. Look, go for girl. I'm a big fat Pumbaa. A big fat granny. And there again, I'm lying on my back with my legs in my hair. What does that say to you? Look, big fat granny Pumbaa. That's what we're going to be doing. Granny's down again. He's on her back. I better not say that to him because he'll say, you know, children say things like that. I'll never forget Sophie. I'll never forget Sophie. Sophie, I'd put her into nursery school right this one day, and we had ran out of cereal. There was no cereal in the house. I was going, there's no Cocoa Pops. I'll give you toast. She was going to want Cocoa Pops. I was going, there's none Cocoa Pops. I'll make toast for you. So I made her toast and butter and all this, right? I don't even know if she had jam. I think it was just toast and butter she got. So I gave her that for her breakfast. She had toast for her breakfast. So I went and collected her at lunchtime. And the one teacher went, she was saying that Mum never gave me any breakfast. I went, oh, for God. I says, I did give her breakfast. I says, it's just because it never came out of a box. I says, I gave her toast this morning. I said, you should get your kilt. I said, she had toast this morning. I said, Sophie, what did you have to eat this morning? She went, toast. I said, she thinks breakfast comes in a box. That's what breakfast is. See, toast and things like that, that's no breakfast. Breakfast comes in a cereal box. I was like, can I assure you I fed my child before I came to the nursery, guys. I tell you, they would get you killed just as well that they're probably know this. Oh, what a girl. So that's what I'm doing anyway. I'm going to Asda. Yeah, I know it's guy. The beautiful baguette, or croissant, that's what I had, Sky, when I had breakfast with Russ and Jono. They were a couple of DJs on Virgin Radio years and years ago, back in 1995, because it was the year Amanda was born. And I'd won the holiday to Disneyland Paris to ride Space Mountain. Space Mountain had just opened. And that's what I had for my breakfast. I had a croissant with coffee, and it was the best croissant and coffee of my life. I was like, oh God, I wish we could take them home. I don't think we were big in croissants in the UK at that point. Or if they weren't really in the supermarkets a lot. You know what I mean? So we didn't have a lot of croissants going about back in the days. Now we do. Now we're on the ball now. Go forget, it was hilarious. But my mother-in-law worked in the nursery just as well. My mother-in-law, she worked in the nursery anyway. And God, she knows that I would never not give my child breakfast. Sophie said she had none breakfast this morning. I said she had toast. I said she did. I said, Sophie, what did you eat this morning? I had toast. I was going to see. She thinks breakfast comes out of a cereal box. That's breakfast. Toast isn't breakfast. A baguette, it's no breakfast. Croissant's no breakfast. Breakfast comes in a box. But it just shows you how their wee minds work. I didn't get breakfast, and she'd be sure of that. I didn't. I got toast, but I never get breakfast. Breakfast comes, no Cocoa Pops. Oh, Pip. It won't last forever, this part. It won't last forever, and you will be able to catch up in your sleep and stuff. Sky, it won't be the same, I can assure you. It won't be the same as your croissants. Won't be the same. They're good, don't get me wrong, they're good, but they're not the bomb. They're not the best. They're not as good. And I'm trying to think, I think mine's had chocolate in it. I think I got a chocolate croissant as well. And that was all, it was amazing. I would go to France just for that. I would go to France to see you, Sky. So guys, I'm going to go and tidy up a little bit, and then I'll be away to get these Lion King things. I can't wait to see them in them. Oh, my Celia, I'm just about to go. I'm just about to go, my darling Celia. Thank you for coming in anyway. But I'm away, but I hope you all have a lovely day, and tomorrow is Friday. It is Friday tomorrow, and I'll be back, and I love you all very, very much. Will you give us a big kiss now?